This morning. Hello, Grandma. Well, hello, Grammy. How are you? I sent you a message last night, but you would have been in bed, I would think. It was late. Okay, so are my two boys there? Good morning, Ronan. Good morning, Archer. Or did one of them type that for you? Okie dokie. Alrighty. So here we are, 2 days out from Christmas. Am I ready? Hell no. But I will get there in the end. So, hi, Suzanne. I'm not sure whether Mum wrote that or one of the grandies. Probably Mum, I would say. It's so humid again. I have something to show you all in a minute. So this morning I'm just doing a very plain, simple card. It's got a few little bits to it, but yeah. And I'm not going to guarantee a card tomorrow morning. If I get a chance, I will. If I've got something, if I've got something, I will do it. I'll just see how I go. I've got an eye test tomorrow, and a few bits and pieces to do. So, yeah, I've got some cooking to do today and some cooking to do tomorrow night. So, yeah, there we go. All systems go. Hi, Suzanne. I said hi to Suzanne, didn't I? Alrighty. So my name's Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the Fraser Coast area of Queensland, Australia, and I can help you with all your paper crafting bits and pieces. Hi, Tanya. How are you? And Karen, good morning. Oh, good evening, Karen. So lovely to see you all. Wonderful. Alrighty. So, like I said, plain and simple. I don't think my mind would work for much else this morning. So we will just go with what we've got. Oh, there's a piece of red ribbon there. Is that telling me I should use it? But, okay, let me go down to the craft desk if I can find what does that say? Disable camera. No, we better not do that. There we go. All right, down to the desk. We're looking very white this morning. I didn't get to make my blue poinsettia flower thing yesterday, which I was hoping to show you, but that doesn't matter. And anyone that was on yesterday, remember I was busy watching out of the window, and this, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? That is what I was looking at. So he was back again this morning, and there's actually two of them. So yeah. But how gorgeous, right outside the window. This probably isn't very clear because it was taken through the window, through the fly screen, and then outside. But yeah, he was just sat there this morning. So we're going to get ourselves a bird bath, I think. We have decided. Yeah. Anyway, all right, so yes, little tiny kingfisher. I was a bit worried yesterday because he was sat there with his mouth open and it's extremely humid. Hopefully we'll get some rain or something today to cool it down a bit. But yeah, and there's two of them, so I don't know if they're a pair, but they look identical. And in the background of that, you would have seen the big tree. Hang on, let me show you. So I don't know if you can see this big tree in the background here, but it's a huge, it's like a ficus, whatever they call it, one of the great big ones that has the roots growing down from the branches and what have you, and it's out the back. And it's a beautiful area out there. We can sit round there. There's a seat, and we do get a few mozzies around there. And at night, we get the golden orb spiders build their nests, their webs, and then they take them down again the next morning. But yeah, it's lovely down there, and it's probably the coolest part of the house, of the place. Hi, Leslie. How are you this morning? Lovely to see you. No, Tanya, it's they're so tiny. Willy wagtail size. Yeah, that's what it about that. Yeah. I have two willy wagtails too. They go to the other side of the garden and they fight and carry on like roast pork chops at times, but they make a lot of noise too. But yeah. So yesterday was a lovely day. I had a visit from my friend Lauren. I hadn't seen Lauren for quite a few years. Actually, I think the last time I saw Lauren was when I had the shop, and she came and visited me then. Was it then? No, I've seen her since. I saw her once. I met up with her for coffee. Molly, stop chewing your feet. Molly, good girl. Yeah, so that must have sounded awful. Stop chewing your feet. Oh dear. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a card base. And I'm going to do the one that I'm used to. So I was going to do a different one, but I've decided to do one that I was used to in the end. So we're going to do 5 3/4 by 8. And this is a very, hopefully, it's going to be quite a white on white card. So we'll just see how it turns out. I have looked at a card for tomorrow morning. It will all depend on how much I get done today. So, Mum, do you know whether everyone's going to be home today? Like, can I pop out later, or are you all going out somewhere? And then I'm going to do another layer, which is 5 1/2 by 3 3/4. So I'll do the 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. So my mum is down here at the moment, and she's having, no doubt, a wonderful time with the grandchildren. She's staying with my son and daughter-in-law for Christmas. 3 1/2 and 5 1/4. So go 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. All right, let's see what. Oh, that doesn't look very straight. Let me look at that again. No, it's not. Do you know, it's only a tiny bit off, but you can see it, can't you? You can see it straight away. And then just by cutting that, I've got a rough edge. So I'll just... I asked my husband to make me a sanding block. Look at the size of it. It's huge. I can hardly get my hand around it. I'm not complaining. Okay, so we've got the 3 layers like that. So hopefully we can pop that away for a bit. Now, I'll put the card base up for a minute. And I also want a strip. I might put that one up for a minute. Now I need a strip. So just let me have a look. So we've got 3 1/2. So what's going to be halfway? 1 3/4, I think, isn't it? So 1 3/4. So if I do a strip, that is 2 inches. That should work. Let me grab another piece of white. Oh, that's not white. So, okay. Oh, sure, I've got a piece in here somewhere. How wide is that piece? Yep, that one will do. So I'm going to cut this one at 2 inches. I love it when you can use up some scraps. And that will be by 5 1/4, I think. No, Lorraine. Yeah, it should have been. I bet I didn't do that 5 1/4, did I? No. Start again. Oh dear. Let's try again. Let's do 2 inches. Happy birthday, Holly. By 5 1/4. That's better. And that's going to sit down the middle there. Yep. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these 2 pieces through the embossing folder, and today I just thought I'd use this one, which is the beautiful pattern embossing folder. So it's got your little triangles and your little bits and pieces on it. So put that over there, and both of these are going through. I don't know if I'll get them both through together, probably not. Nope. All right, so I'll put this one through first and then I'll put the other one through. This is just a normal embossing folder. So we just need to take out the number 2 plate. Oh, is that the one? Okay. Looks like this is the one that I have to use the specialty plate on, even though it's not 3D. So let me take out take all these out, pop that down, and pop that in. Now it'll go through. Okay, so that's our first piece. And then we'll pop this piece through as well. Now, I'm sure everybody knows that when you put your embossing folder through, you only put it through one way. You don't draw it back again. If you draw it back, yes, Tanya, it does. I'll grab it if I can find it. Suzanne, if you can't find one, just hang on, I'll show you. Just grab a piece of paper or anything that you need and tear it to give you like a mountain. Or did you actually need it cut out? Because you could do something like that and then you can pop it on. Were you using brushes? Oh, you found it one in the Grove. Anyway, just a thought. All right. So yes, as I was saying, we only put it through once when we use an embossing folder, because otherwise we end up with a bit of a duck's beak, which we don't really want. So let me pop that to one side. Got a frog in my throat now. There we go. All right, so the other thing, people, is my subscription. The people who subscribe to me is at 146. My goal that I'd set was to hopefully have 150 by Christmas. 4 people. 4. I'm just 4 short. So if there's anyone out there that would like to subscribe to my channel, I would be very, very grateful. All right, so we have this, which I'm thinking of popping down there, and this one going in on this side. So these dies came from the Delicate Framing dies. Okay. I may get there. I hope so. It'd be so good. But hey, who knows? Who knows? All right. Now then, the other thing that I'm going to use is, and I'm hoping it's going to be small enough. I don't want it to overtake anything else. It's just. I want to put that in the middle there. So I will cut one of those. Like I said, we're doing a great deal of white here today. Now I've got to find all my plates to put back. Does anyone else like white on white? I would use this for like a wedding card or an anniversary card or something like that, I think. Right, let me cut this out. Ouch, that was my finger. So this little thing, it came from the Branching Out, which is now on our last chance list, which is such a shame. I'll be keeping this one because of the nesting dies. I love the nesting dies, but I also like the other bits and pieces in there as well. So I will definitely, it'll be a keeper. Okay, so I'm going to put those 2 under there like that. This one's going to be here. And then I was just going to cut like one of those there and the other end and put it there. So we're going to have all this white on white. This I'm going to lift, I think. Will I lift it? Let's see. Anyway, before I do that, let me pop these down. Now I'm going to have to, I don't know, I think if they meet in the middle it might disappear. Yep. So I'm going to put them on and just leave them. I might have to make a tiny mark so that I know where I want them. Or what I could do is put a couple of strips No, I'll make a mark. It's easier. So I'm going to put those on there like that. I want them poking out either side. What if I made it so that they actually came right out? I haven't done this before, so we're learning this one together. So if I put those to come out like that and then that through the middle, do I want that piece showing? I can do that. I can do that. I think that's what I'll do. All right, so let me grab my silicone mat. and my little brush. And my glue. Put some glue on there. Hi Marlene, how are you this morning? Yeah, I think sometimes you do. Oh, don't worry, Sue. I think I was late too. There's a few that I won't be getting rid of. Well, certainly the Spotlight on Nature I won't get rid of. Stylish Shapes I won't get rid of. So yeah. So all I'm doing is just popping glue on the bits and pieces here. And then what did I decide? I was going to put it out to the edge, maybe just like an 1/8 in. Is that about right? I think it is. Let's bring it in a tiny bit. And then do the same with this one. There's so many pretty little dies in this one. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, I've got to have that. Now then I want this one to come in just a teeny bit as well. About there, I think it'll be. Don't tear on me. Oops. A bit of glue on my fingers. I'm trying to get them even. Where are you supposed to go? There. Okay, that one needs to go up a tad. There we go. So we've got that on there like that. Now this will sit on there and we'll just see a tiny bit of the background. Okay, so I'll do that now. That's okay, Tanya. Oh, how lovely. Enjoy. Oops. So just popping this piece down straight through the center here. Give myself about the same either side. And a tiny bit of each of those showing in the middle. Okay, so we've got that. We've got it looks now like it's got a little edge to it. Now, what I do want to do is put this on here. Now, I don't know whether to put that flat because I'm going to put a couple of these, one of these over the top and one over the bottom, or whether I should lift it up. I'm going to lift it up, but before I do that, I'm going to stamp it. So, where's the words to that one? I do like the words on here, but unfortunately, they're the only one I could probably get on there. I don't think Simply the Best will fit. So happy for you, here for you. Big hugs. Let's see. That will actually fit across there. I quite like that. Happy for you, I think, is going to be too wide. Yeah, that one's too wide. So we might just put Big Hugs on there. Let's find a block. Now, I'm just going to do this in basic grey because there's a lot of white and I don't want to start introducing too many colours. So I don't think I've used this one before. I may have. Let me just, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to stand up. Oh, and I have to apologise. Yesterday at one point I was leaning forward so far that all you got was the top of my head, and I didn't realise that at the time. So I do apologise for that. Please be okay because I don't want to have to do you again. Okay. Oh, we've got a little smudge in there. Never mind. It will be fine. I can put a Diamante in there or something. I didn't do it on the first one. And this one, you can't really turn it over because you've got the wrong side. So now that is going to sit in the centre there. Get those out of the way before we get confused. Dimensionals. Let's get the dimensionals. Move that out of there. I only had it there so that I could show you the kingfisher. Put one more on up there. We don't want it sagging, do we? It's probably overkill, but never mind. I'd rather have too many than not enough. Take that one off and just pop this maybe down a little bit. And does that look okay there? I think that looks okay there. So we'll have that there. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to cut one of these. So I'd probably cut it there, and then I'll look for the same place again the other way. If I cut it there, and you know what, I've got another one, so that I get exactly the same, I'll cut that one because I'm being lazy this morning. So that and that. Oh, that was clever. So I might just need a little bit more glue on here. No, I don't want to restore anything, thank you. Oh, now I've got something else. Goodness me. Hi, Kerry, how are you? I'll just pop a little bit more glue. I knew this glue was coming to an end. Thankfully, I grabbed a couple when we had the sale. So what I'm going to do is turn one way and one the other. So this one's going to go on this way. Just take a bit of glue and pop it onto the back of there. And I'm going to put that one across there, like that. And then take this one and put it across there like that. Needs to go over a wee bit. Like that. There we go. So that sort of sets that off. So that's given us like an edging. I don't know if you can see it okay like that. Oh, is Marlene off? Are you going shopping? Oh no. Thanks, Holly. I have I've probably got to get a couple of things, but I'm thinking hubby can go. So I'm making hopefully making a cheesecake. I'm also making some Russian caramel. So I've got most of the stuff that I wanted, but you know, it's so long, a couple of years since I've made the cheesecake, and I forgot that I needed butter because at home we use whatever it is, the one that low cholesterol margarine thing. So that's not going to go down very well if I put it in the base. And I also forgot the jellies. Ooh, Mum's probably there cringing and thinking, how could you possibly forget those? So yeah, got to get that and a couple of other bits and pieces as well. All the gifts are done, thank goodness, so I don't have to worry about that. Now, that was going to go on there like that, and then this is going to sit on top of here. So like I said, a lot of white on white, but what I want to do is in this centerpiece here, I want to pop a flower or something like that. So in here we have some little flowers and some little leaves, so I'm going to make use of those, and this is where the little bit of pop of color is going to come in. So there's the flowers, and there's some little tiny ones as well. I'm not sure, might use those in the center, and then we've got some little leaves there too. Oh, there's another lot of those as well. So I'm going to do, I want it like to really pop. So do we think we want red, or shall we have pink? What do you think? Choose a color. Whatever color you come up with, that's what we'll go with. The leaves are going to be green, so let me grab some green. I might do a couple in the darker green. Actually, no, I'm going to use, I've got some two-tone cardstock here, so I'm going to cut some of that to use that. So flowers, what color are we going to put? We need it to pop. You have to make a trifle. Not doing trifle this year, Suzanne. I don't know, my daughter-in-law might. Red. Okie dokie, we'll go red. That's a good choice. Okay. So, and I'm going to do it with the real red, so that really does pop. So just give me a couple of seconds to pop these through. Do you know, I always forget that I have Berry Burst. I haven't got Berry Burst in cardstock, I don't think so. That's not that strawberry slush. What's that one? Oh, that's strawberry slush. So what's that one then? Melon Mambo. And then what's this bright pink one here? This will be oh no, that's Melon Mambo. Oh dear. I think I'll just go with the real red. It's going to be easier. Okay. However, Sue, we haven't chosen the oh, actually, I probably shouldn't say that because I think I want pearls, but oops. Oh, come off. It's stuck onto my plate. So there's 3 of those. I'll do 3 more of those. They're cute little flowers, these ones. When they don't stick to the plate, they're cute. When they stick to the plate, I suppose really when they stick to the plate, it's telling you that you need to get a new plate. Okay, let's put that back there. Oh, they're so cute. Just little wee ones. And you know what? I think that'll be enough of those because I can only see me using 3 to be quite honest. And then we'll just do the greens. We can do goodness me. Everything's sticking to me. Not because of the glue. Oh dear. Okay. You had to throw a plate out this week. It had the bends bad. Oh, yeah, sometimes mine get to the point where it's like I've put them bend side together a couple of times and I've put them the other ways a couple of times and it's like, oh my goodness. Pretty sure I can't do this again. Right, where's that other 3? Because they're not in there. They must have fallen out somewhere. All right, let's do it again. I'll find them now, you wait. Now, hang on. I did those on folded. I wonder if there's actually 2 there. There is, look at that. That's why I couldn't find them. I blame my mum for that. She's the one that said to me, can't you fold it in half and do 2 together? And yes, you can. All right, that's what we're going to use just to give it that little pop. Put these away before I lose them. And we'll put some of these little flowers together. So all I'm going to do is just do, now they do have a hole in the center, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue there and then offset that one into there. Right, there's one. Oh, I did two big ones. That was silly, wasn't it? Put that in there and that on there. Gives us two. Let those dry. Actually, I quite like that one like that. A little bit of glue. Did you plan on Fiddly Lorray? No. But that's okay. And that's that one. And then we've got this one, which I will put another one in the middle. It's going to be like the center one. So I'll pop it in like that. We're going to put, so what I'm planning with this is like something like that, that and that, and then some greenery popped in there as well. They are cute, the flowers and that. Oh, sirens. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's nothing worse, is there? Okay. Right, so I'm going to pop these on small dimensionals, and I will, actually I'm going to pop the big one up, and then I might put the others in and around underneath it. That might be a plan. Is that going to get on there and not show? Yes, it is. So I'm going to put that one in the middle, popped up, and then these won't pop up. I'm just going to spread them around a little bit. As they are. So maybe one in there and one in there. Oops, stick, please. And then I'm just going to pop some of these leaves in and around. Where's my, I can find my tweezers because there they are. Okay, so I pop one of those in there like that. So much easier. And then another one in there, and I'm using both sides, so you've just got the two tones. Maybe just pop one one down the bottom. A bit of glue. Is that glue? Oh no, it's not glue. All right, I think that's it. They do pop in the red, don't they? got some little bits and pieces left for another one. How about that? Sticking all over me here. Now, all I'm going to do is pop this one onto here. Now, it does look a bit bare up there. Maybe I should just put one flower and 2 leaves. What do we think? Or is that going to be too much? I think it needs something up there, doesn't it? I think if you had like bigger words that went up there, it might work. So what I'll do, I'll just do another one of these quickly. Definitely need something else at the top. So there's that one. And that one. And maybe I'll just put it down flat. No, I'm going to pop it up, aren't I? You should hear me in here when I'm doing stuff. I'm chatting away to myself. Husband says, "You okay in there?" Sure. Let me go. And a couple of little leaves. One there. And one there. There we go. You know what I've got to do, don't you? Because I've got to make it uneven. All right, there we go. No more fussing, no more fiddling. Okay, that's going to go on there. That's going to go on there. What do we think? All right, I'm not going to lift this up because I've lifted up in the middle there. I've got a lump of glue there. I'm just popping that onto there like that. And then that onto there like that. You love it? You laugh at yourself. I do too. Why doesn't that surprise me, Sue? That probably would have been a good idea. Do you have like hundreds of packets of rhinestones? Okay. So that is what I have. Now, we can go with actually, I think rhinestones will look nice on it. Rhinestones or pearls, but the pearls are going to be an off colour. So I've got those pearls, but they're really the wrong colour for this. Got the silver pearls. I can feel Sue sitting there saying, "I hope she doesn't find anything." Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. No, the only other thing I'd probably put on there would be that. So, we've got some white pearls there at the top. But I think we'll try the diamantes. So I just want a few. And you know what? I've just seen one tiny piece that I didn't push out. down there. How annoying is that? For the center of the flowers. You just ordered more. I've got 4 flowers, so let's have a look. 1. I'm putting the little ones on. I could probably put a bigger one on the bigger. 1, 2, 3 down there, and I can't leave the top one without, so that's going to be 4. And now I need to put, I feel like I need to put, do you know, that, the band I put on it, right, I wish now I'd used a different embossing folder. Either that or it should have been lifted, because basically it sits straight on exactly what it was on before. It just gives it that tiny, tiny bit of, you know what, I'm going to go 4 today. I don't see any reason at all to put another 3 on there, and I wouldn't know where to put them. All right, so that's it with the diamantes, and then we just want a center. So piece of cardstock. And we will do, I've used all those little flowers, haven't I? We want 5.5 by 3 3/4. I've got a leaf. So I only got 1 little leaf there. Look at that. After putting that other one on, I ended up with, sorry, I've got to do this because otherwise I'm not going to like myself. I just have to do this so that it all works in together. Just cut these quickly. Right. Green, piece of red. I must remember later too to pick up everything that's fallen on the floor while I've been doing this. Here we go, stuck to the base again. So, some little green leaves. Merry Christmas, Sue. I think we've all got so much to do. All right, we're quickly going to put together a flower for the inside. With a little bit of green. And I did that the wrong way, but that doesn't matter. Little bit of green, just so that we've got that showing through, and then I'm just going to stick that whole thing down in the corner. Oh yeah, that's it. Goodness me. There's our little bit for the insert. Let me put that away. and that away. Okay, insert done. Let's open this up. Take the lid off. And we'll just pop this in the center. And there we go. There's our card. All done, and I'm on time. Alrighty, so that's what we've got. Lovely little white on white with the splash of red, a little bit of red on the inside. We can pop another sentiment in there if necessary. And there we go. That's today's card. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I'll just come up to the other. There we go. Look, the hair's stuck again. Yeah, so thank you for joining me today. I do hope to be on tomorrow. But if I'm not, everybody have an absolutely gorgeous Christmas. And if you could see out my window right now, he's back. He's sitting there on my clothesline. So gorgeous too. Oh, that wasn't pleasant. Yeah, so if I'm not on tomorrow, have a wonderful Christmas. I hope I will be. I do have an idea for something for tomorrow. So yeah. Take care if you're going out on the roads. Just take care of you and yours, and also in the heat. Make sure everybody's well hydrated and you're staying well hydrated and all that stuff. And hopefully I will see you all again tomorrow. Bye for now.